Hey guys, I haven't vlogged in a while and I really wasn't planning on doing this today, but I just had a really cool kind of story and I wanted to share it with you. And I haven't really purposefully not vlogged. I guess it's just been busy and I don't know, I guess you just get busy. Anyway, nothing really on that front. So I want to tell you this story. So I've talked about Lindsay before on my vlog. Lindsay is my person. I love her. She's my best friend. Anyway, she told me the other day, she was like, hey, I bought Hannah a shirt. Hannah Page is my daughter. And she said, the shirt says, kind is cool. And she said, I saw it and it just reminded me of Hannah. And so I bought it. And to know Hannah like Hannah is, she's just a really kind little soul. I mean, she's not always kind. She's 14. So, but for the most part, she's pretty kind. So Lindsay said, I bought this for Hannah. And it was funny because Hannah and I had just been talking about, and Lindsay knew this, Hannah was talking to me about the difference between how sometimes kids are told, by their parents, we just want you, don't be unkind to somebody, which is great. But she said, you and Dad tell us to be kind, not just don't be unkind. And she said, Mom, there's a big difference. There's a big difference between just not being unkind and actually being kind. And I thought, I started thinking about that. I was like, wow, that's wise. That's true. There is a big difference. And Sammy and I, we try to talk to our kids about, look for ways to be kind. Look for ways to encourage someone. Like look for the kid who is by themselves, who might be struggling or who might be having a hard time or might be getting picked on or whatever it is, just look for ways to be kind. Definitely don't be unkind. We don't want you to be unkind, but even more than that, we really do want you to purposely be kind. And so we were talking about that and that was kind of bouncing around in my head. So anyway, fast forward, the shirt comes in and Lindsay gives it to me to give to Hannah and she puts it on this morning and it says kind is cool. It's this cute little shirt. And I was just the Lord was just bringing this word kind, what is kindness, the power of kindness. And so I took the kids to school and I went to a work meeting and I finished up my work meeting. And as I was walking out of this coffee shop, two ladies that I know, acquaintances and friends of mine were there and they called me over to their table and they said hello and they did all the things to make, that made them not be unkind. But then they started to kind of share their heart with me. One lady in particular said, I just feel like I need to tell you, and when she was looking me right in the eyes, and she's like, I just think I need to tell you that, the vlog that you did on depression and anxiety, and I had written a blog post about it like a few years ago. She was like, that really blessed my heart, and the Lord used it to encourage me. And she was like, thank you for sharing and being transparent. And she just had this kindness in her eyes, just this genuineness in her eyes. And she kind of just took my hand and she just really wanted me to know, like, sorry, I'm getting a text, that she appreciated that and that the Lord had used it. And it was so encouraging to me and it was so kind. She didn't know that I've had sort of, not a bad week, but just a busy week, just a week where you're just kind of running and you're just a little busy and maybe there's been, just nothing major happened, but I just needed a little encouragement. And she had no way of knowing that, but of course the Lord does. And she had no way of knowing that I was really thinking and meditating on like kindness and the difference that it can make. But in that moment, the Lord, when I was looking into her eyes, I could just see the genuineness there. She had no idea how she changed the trajectory of my day just with her honesty, her vulnerability, and her kindness. And I just realized, kindness is cool, just like Hannah's shirt says, but even more than that, it's transformative. Purposeful kindness can change the trajectory of your day. And that's what she did for me. She took a person who was kind of weary and busy and a little ragged, and she just sort of comforted those rough edges, and it was nice. It was just really nice. And I don't know, I guess the takeaway is it just reminded me that any time spent on purposeful kindness is never wasted. And so I hope I can live a life that's marked by that, because it was really, it was meaningful for me today. So I guess just be kind and spend your time that way. That's the takeaway. And that's what the Lord was kind of teaching me today, that there's more than just don't be unkind, that really seek out ways to be kind. Thanks, guys.